Discovery Museum is open for Purple Play Days of Summer. It's time to rediscover the wonder. Climb on the fire engine, splash around in the waterworks, blow bubbles, and scale the tree climber in Bill's backyard. Oodles of hands-on arts and culture, STEM, health, and nature-themed exhibits await your family. The Giant Purple Museum is open every day, Wednesday through Sunday. Reservations are required at cdm.org. That's cdm.org. जब हमारे परिवार के बुजुर्गों की सेहत और देखभाल की बात होती है तो घर पर इन होम केयर वाला ऑप्शन सबसे बढ़िया है। अनलॉक का पेस प्रोग्राम एक ऐसा कन्वीनियंट एंड पर्सनलाइज्ड ऑप्शन है जिसके जरिए हमारे बुजुर्ग घर पर हमारे साथ रहकर यही देखभाल और सेवा का लाभ उठा सकते हैं। अब चाहे वो घर पर रहे या अनलॉक वाले पेस सेंटर में आए, उनको वही डेडिकेटेड एंड प्रोफेशनल केयर मिलेगी। अनलॉक ने बुजुर्गों की सेहत को अपना प्रायोरिटी बना लिया है। और जानने के लिए 1855-308-0195 पे कॉल करें। That's 1855-308-0195.
Top of the morning, Bay, with Good Morning Bay.
Get to know about the traffic on your way and what's news around the world today.
Some wisdom skills along the way.
Oh, and a song to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's Good Morning
Bay.
Good morning, Bay. आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
नमस्कार,
वनकम,
नमस्कार,
खुशामदी,
सलाम अलैकुम,
सत श्री अकाल,
मी कंदरिकी वंदनम,
जय स्वामीनारायण,
जय श्री कृष्णा,
जय जनेंद्रा।
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोलते ही याली मदद,
बोला अली मदद बोलते हैं सारे फीजे मतलब बोलेंगे नीसा बोला बदजन। हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे। मैं सिर्फ फालतू बाबा
and of course myself फालतू रानी लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time that's going to make it totally exciting and totally मस्तानी बन जाने।
True that बदजन। Of course अगर आप सोच रहे oh my goodness September is over almost, yeah come on don't worry about the बदजन। September आ गया, अक्टूबर आएगा, अक्टूबर का नवंबर आएगा, नवंबर का दिसंबर आएगा and sorry बदजन, let me also tell you that अच्छे दिन भी आएंगे बदजन। Yes,
अच्छे दिन आ गए हैं अल्टो
अरे बाबा, did you know they actually have discovered or rather they've come up with a particular medication pill for coronavirus. That means
yes, Pfizer is working on it, right?
It actually is a pill for coronavirus. Matlab, things are going to be normal, so you basically can go to the shop and you can buy one more additional pill which will be for coronavirus.
जैसे Tylenol लेते हैं, right, for flu.
Something like that, Balajan. So we don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be in FDA approval, I suppose. When it comes out, probably, you know, it's a hope that the lives are going to come back to what it was pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
And right up, just time for us to go and take a look at what's happening on the roads. Let's take a hal aap logon dete hum log total saste mein.
It's time for the Bandu Traffic Update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
Yeah, but Jeff, wherever you are, give us a call. Let us know for sure because my goodness, traffic is so bad. Well, traffic is not bad, but incidents everywhere. But so watch out for that. Traffic-wise, if you look at it, there's not much of traffic on the roads. But incidents are happening in different places. 880 northbound entering at Stephen Street Boulevard. The right shoulder is affected because of an accident with injuries, Bandujan. So it's taking some time for CHP to get things rolling over there. I don't see an impact on the traffic flow as such, so that's a good news, I would guess, for people who are trying to get to your destination. And again, a similar kind of accident of 101 northbound, south of Tennant Avenue in Morgan Hill area. If you are probably there, I don't see impact of traffic on those accidents, luckily at least. But the residual delays on 101 between Union City is happening over there anyways, and southbound 101 for some reason. Let's go towards north. A bunch of things I can't talk about. In fact, on the bridge, an accident on the bridge 80 westbound east of Treasure Island Road. The left lane is blocked, and this is very interesting because this backlog is all the way until Oakland, and you probably will experience traffic getting to your destination San Francisco, but if you're coming from Oakland, of course. And traffic accident on 980 as well reported in Oakland, which is, seems to be just impacting traffic for a couple of blocks. Nothing much, but again, a disabled vehicle on 24 is slowing traffic over there, and coming back on East Bay, Castro Valley के आसपास में an accident over there on 580 westbound, west of Fairmont Drive in San Leandro. And 880 looking smooth as usual, as in not too bad. It's like, the traffic is there, but small pockets of it. Weather, of course, but I told you yesterday itself, it's a beautiful weather. Some clouds here and there, but don't worry, it'll burn out, Bandajan. And we're going to have sunny weather all through the week and the weekend. Wonder why? Because weekend we have the Dandiya, Dinky Chakka Dandiya coming. If you've not bought your tickets for that, go check it out for sure. Go purchase tickets right away. Do not hesitate, do not wait. And purchase tickets right now. Pragya.org/TDD. Dinky Chakka Driveway Dandiya, Bandajan. So that was your traffic update for you guys. Now take a look at what's happening with the news. Paltwani, how do you think?
The Democrats in Congress on Wednesday mobilized to defuse one of the several crises they faced this week, saying that they would vote to head off an imminent government shutdown before funding expires at midnight on Thursday. The Senate could vote on Wednesday or Thursday to fund the government through early December, Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer said. With so many critical issues to address, the last thing that the American people need right now is a government shutdown, and the proposal will prevent one from happening. YouTube has blocked all anti-vaccine content, moving beyond its ban on false information about the COVID vaccines to include content that contains misinformation about other approved vaccines, it said in a blog post on Wednesday. Examples of content that won't be allowed on YouTube include claims that the flu vaccine causes infertility and that the MMR shot, which protects against measles, mumps, and rubella, can cause autism, according to YouTube's policies. The online video company owned by Alphabet Inc. is also banning channels associated with several prominent anti-vaccine activists, including Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Joseph Mercola, a YouTube spokesperson said. It is an unmitigated disaster. That's what Republicans are saying about Biden's defense of the Afghanistan pullout. Republican U.S. lawmakers tried on Wednesday to pick apart President Joe Biden's defense of his withdrawal from Afghanistan as they attacked his judgment and his honesty during a second day of contentious congressional hearings with Pentagon leaders. Biden has faced the biggest crisis of his presidency over the war in Afghanistan, which he argued needed to be brought to a close after 20 years of stalemated fighting that had cost American lives, drained resources, and distracted from greater strategic priorities.
I don't know, when the House or those politicians talk about integrity, honesty, it's funny. It doesn't sound right. Even the judge, you know about that new, Wall Street Journal story about judges and the conflicts they've been facing? No. Federal judges, 131 federal judges have been ruling with conflict in the situation.
Ruling?
Yeah, they've been giving out 131 judges. The big story actually came out. And one of the judges who actually is the topmost, the most, he's attracting a lot of attention right now. One of the guys, of course, he is, I think his Justice, I forget his name. What's his name? How can I forget his name? It is there in the news, by the way. If you want to check it out, check it out.
Is he a Supreme Court Justice?
Well, he is, he's one of the federal judges.
Not a Supreme Court Justice. Then I wouldn't know. I know
all
most of them, at least the new appointees. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
His name is Judge Rodney Gilstrap.
Okay, and what is he in news for?
He is news for unwanted record of the most cases with financial conflicts in it.
Oh wow. Okay.
And he says everything is because of the only minor thing. There's not much of a conflict as such.
Conflict of interest, you mean?
Conflict of interest, yeah.
Oh wow.
Because he has investments in those particular rulings.
Oh God.
Right? So all the minor investments is what he talks about.
This is what Trump did when he actually came into power. But if you don't know, Mitch McConnell and Trump basically got nothing done, which was being proposed by Congress. They blocked everything that Nancy Pelosi's House actually sent their way. Instead, they packed the court system with conservative Republican judges. Yeah. They made sure that they have enough people in there that when they have power, and that's exactly what Mitch and, of course, Mr. Trump did.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's talk about a U.S. federal judge who temporarily blocked a key aspect of a new Arizona abortion law that would have allowed felony charges to be laid against doctors for terminating a pregnancy solely on the basis of a hereditary abnormality in the fetus. U.S. District Judge Douglas Reyes raised concerns in an order granting a partial preliminary injunction against the law, according to a court filing late on Tuesday in the United States District Court for the District of Arizona. The problem is actually exacerbated by the reality that the decision to terminate a pregnancy is a complex one and often is motivated by a variety of considerations, some of which are inextricably intertwined with the detection of a fetal genetic, Reyes wrote in that particular order. The Senate is working to fund the government, as I mentioned before, until early December, and to avoid a shutdown is what Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is saying, and they're saying they could act as early as today to fund federal agencies till then. In local news, Panajan, let us tell you that a fire weather alert has been issued for parts of the North Bay. Dry and gusty winds will increase the risk of fire Wednesday and Thursday in several areas of the North Bay, according to the Fire Weather Watch issued Tuesday night by the National Weather Service. This alert is actually in effect from 11 a.m. today to 6 p.m. tomorrow, during which there will be an increased likelihood of new fires as well as stronger likelihood of rapid spread if any fire occurs. There is also a news that's coming out with regard to the Food and Drug Administration now having the data from Pfizer's trials on its COVID-19 vaccine for elementary school children. And the nation's top infectious disease specialist, Anthony Fauci, says the decision to approve its emergency use shouldn't be rushed at this particular point in time. And they're saying that it should be ready. Maybe we'll have the approval by mid-October, or maybe by the end of October. Roughly 100 juveniles were involved in a fight at a Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. They got into a fight Saturday at the front of the Six Flags Discovery Kingdom in Vallejo, according to police. One of the juveniles allegedly punched an officer, police said. That juvenile was taken into custody and given a citation and released to their parents. Officers from nearby law enforcement agencies responded to the theme park to help break up the crowd. The Six Flags Discovery Kingdom has issued the following statement. We have a zero tolerance policy for any inappropriate behavior at our park. We continuously evaluate our security and safety protocols and meet regularly with local law enforcement to review and refine our practices. To avoid compromising the effectiveness of security protocol, both seen and unseen, they do not want to disclose the details of their security plans. In addition to these measures, the park will continue to close for entry 2 hours prior to park closing, with no re-entry 3 hours prior to park closing, is what they're saying. Governor Gavin Newsom has signed dozens of affordable housing bills into law. He was in the East Bay on Tuesday to sign a stack of bills aimed at tackling the state's housing crisis. And California is doing something no other state has done before, spending an unprecedented $22 billion to build tens of thousands of new housing units. Surrounded by a group of state lawmakers who authored some of the 31 affordable housing bills, Newsom said that the state is cutting red tape and investing state dollars to build 84,000 new housing units. Newsom's plan will also give grants to low and moderate income house owners who want to build accessory dwelling units on their land. We know that housing is not just a brick and mortar issue. Assemblymember David Chu, a Democrat from San Francisco, said housing is about dignity, it's about jobs. So Michael Johnson, the president of Urban Core, a development company that builds mixed income housing, said the legislation signed Tuesday will help fast track a mixed income housing project along Lake Merritt, set to begin construction next year. We have world news, Banajan, but I guess we have a Gane Ka Kira before that, right, Alto Baba?
We will have a Gane Kira for sure, but John, let me tell you, I just want to remind everybody out there, it is the season of Dandiya. Navratri is coming up right now. Make sure you eat right, you stay right, change your lifestyle if you can, because change in weather always brings in, some kind of health complications. So you got to be careful about that for sure. Reminding you of those things and telling you, Abhi Gane Ka Kira, Fatwani, you know what I'm going to play for you?
What Gana are you gonna play, Alto Baba? Dandiya Gana.
How did you know?
Yes, I know.
And you know which Gana I'm going to play?
Dolida, da, from
I
the
was
movie.
thinking of that song.
The Rammo from Bhuj, the Pride of India. Yeah, we can play that.
I was thinking that's a new song.
Yeah.
And when you come to our event, you always get to listen to all new kind of songs, right?
Exactly.
So here you go, Banchan. This is a song for you guys from the movie
Bhuj, the Pride of India.
The Pride of India, Banchan.
Featuring Sonakshi Sinha.
Why you say that? It's featuring Ajay Devgan, right? Well, actually, Sonakshi Sinha is there, Ajay Devgan is there, there's Sanjay Dutt in that. Who else? My goodness, who's not there? Voices of Udit Dada, Niti Mohan and Palak Mucha Balajan. If you're wondering whose music it is, Tanush Bagchi. I told you it's got talent, yeah, Tanush Bagchi. But Balajan, lyrics by Manoj Muntashir. And of course, बच्चन ऐसे गानों के साथ आप गिद्दा कर सकते हो या आप ढांडा कर सकते हो या गरबा कर सकते हो. Doesn't matter what you do, बच्चन. या तपांगुत कर सकते हो आप चाहो तो आ जाइएगा because Ding Chak Tandiya is all about that, बच्चन. All about that.
And we have the last few tickets remaining, Badajan.
Oh, yeah,
and you
that's
buy
true,
your
I remember.
tickets at pragnya.org/DDD.
Yeah,
What, last 20 tickets?
We're running with limits only, Faldani, because reasons, for all obvious reasons, right?
Yes.
We want to make sure we want to actually have controlled crowd there, and also
Yes.
people who actually would care about things.
Yeah.
Yes, but
And if you know a family who has a loved one with developmental differences, Manajan, cerebral palsy, we even have a separate wheelchair whirl. If we've planned that.
Oh, really?
In case.
Wheelchair whirl?
Yeah, that's what it is basically if somebody comes in their wheelchair, somebody with cerebral palsy, they still will get to dance in their chairs around our and be part of our event where we have allies who will be dancing with them.
Yep.
So it will be something that will be incredible, Banajan, if you do know. And there are many children who have cerebral palsy who are confined to wheelchairs who don't really get an opportunity to go out.
Oh, by the way, did you even talk about the contest we're going to have there?
Yeah, what is the contest, Alto?
Longest dancing.
Oh!
Who actually is in the circle for the longest will going to win a prize.
The marathon dancer.
Marathon dancer. We're going to have a prize for them. Surprise prize for the marathon dancer as well. Yeah.
There'll be a surprise prize for the marathon dancer of the evening, Banajan. It's from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So please make sure that you're there and you are going to be, integrating, and you're going to be showing love and support for those who are developmentally different, telling them that they are part of us. They are part of our society. They are part of us, and we appreciate and we love them for who they are. That is what being an ally is all about. And if you are an ally, you're somebody who cares about other people, then definitely be part of this event.
Alrighty.
Let's go on over and let's talk a little bit about the world news, Banajan. The United States is working to verify the accuracy of the list of passengers aboard a charter plane carrying more than 100 U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents evacuated from Afghanistan, the State Department said on Wednesday, after the flight organizers said Washington denied it landing rights. In other news from Afghanistan, Banajan, the Afghan central bank apparently ran down most of its US dollar cash reserves in the weeks before the Taliban took control of the country, according to an assessment prepared for Afghanistan's international donors, exacerbating the current economic crisis there. A confidential two-page brief written early this month by senior international economic officials for institutions including the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund said the country's severe cash shortage began even before the Taliban took control of Kabul. The ruling party in Japan, the Liberal Democratic Party, anointed former Foreign Minister Fumio Kishida as its new leader on Wednesday.
Yay, Fumio!
A victory for the party elite that virtually ensures the soft-spoken consensus builder will become the Prime Minister within days. Although he enjoys only moderate popular support and is saddled with a bland image, Kishida drew critical backing from some party heavyweights, allowing him to stop the momentum of outspoken rising star Taro Kono, the minister in charge of the coronavirus vaccine rollout.
Arigato.
What is arigato?
Thank you.
Yeah, but for whom?
For you for sharing this news. I think it's really newsworthy.
Oh, very good. So, what should I say for welcome? Arigato.
Yeah, that's it. Simple. Yeah.
Britain has ordered soldiers on Wednesday to start driving fuel tankers to replenish empty pumps as motorists remained mired in queues after nearly a week of shortages, despite Prime Minister Boris Johnson saying that the situation was improving. Britain has been gripped by a rush of panic buying that has left pumps dry across major cities after oil companies warned that they did not have enough tanker drivers to move petrol and diesel from refineries to filling stations. So now that's another thing that's happening. China, people ate breakfast by the light of smartphones and shopkeepers turned on generators as cities across China enforced power cuts on Wednesday to meet official conservation targets and ease shortages in some areas. News reports blame high coal prices, they say, make power companies reluctant to meet booming demand, while economists say the real motive is political. Officials are under pressure to curtail energy use to meet official targets. In news from India, Banajan, humiliated Congress leader Amrinder Singh meets Amit Shah and sparks speculation about a future political move. Amrinder was forced to quit as Punjab CM after a bitter power tussle with Navjot Singh Sidhu, who led a sustained campaign against the veteran Congress leader. Amrinder later tweeted that he discussed the prolonged farmers' agitation against the 3 farm laws with the Union Home Minister and urged him to resolve the crisis urgently. And of course, in the Punjab political crisis, some developments there. Navjot Singh Sidhu's surprise resignation as Punjab Congress chief on Tuesday raised questions over the Grand Old Party's leadership and threw the crisis-ridden state into a deeper turmoil. While Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi reached out to Sidhu earlier today in an effort to placate him, the former state Congress chief made it clear in a video message that he was going to stand by his decision. The opposition parties, meanwhile, took the opportunity to hit out the Congress over the political drama which is unfolding just months ahead of the crucial assembly elections in the state. Even the G23 leaders within the party raised concern over the recent political fracas. And you remember that airline JetBlue in India?
What happened?
JetBlue Airways Corp said on Wednesday that it would buy sustainable aviation fuel from bioenergy firm SG Preston for more than $1 billion and use it for flights from New York's airports. SG Preston will start delivering the fuel in 2023 over a 10-year period. And let's see what else. That's pretty much what I have for you from India, Banajan. If you want to know some news about Ranbir Kapoor and Alia Bhatt, well, they were seen spending her birthday weekend somewhere at Jodhpur.
Don't tell me, even she's a Virgo?
No, she's a Libran.
She's a Libran? Oh my god, I thought he's a Libran. Isn't he a Libran?
Was it?
He's a big flirt anyways.
I don't know. I'm not going to say anything.
Alright, Bajan, reminding you again, go book your tickets right now. Pragna.org/DDD for the Ding Chak Dandiya. Abhi Ramo गाना सुनते हैं उदित नारायण की आवाज में, नीति मोहन and also Palak Pucha Barjan. Music by Tanish Bagchi and Manoj Muntashir's lyrics Barjan from the movie Butch, The Pride of India.
ब्रिज वाला रे लाला तेरे लिए